Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a privilege to welcome this next speaker on stage. He's always smiling, has a very affable style, but he knows how to grow a region and a country. A few years ago, he gave all of us in Mumbai, well, a bit of a kick up our backsides, okay? And threw us a challenge. He said, why isn't Mumbai doing as much business as some of the other regions in India? Those simple words, backed by hard facts, had a huge impact on us, and the entire team won Mumbai. And the results are there for all of us to see. I'd now like to read his bio sheet. Mac Srinivasan is the Global Markets President for BNI. He supports operations for BNI across 73 countries. He's a Certified Franchise Executive, CFE, accredited by the International Franchise Association. He has studied and worked in the USA for over 12 years with multinational companies. In 2003, he moved to India to set up Asia-Pacific operations for a multinational and built it up from startup to about 800 plus employees. Mac's journey in BNI started in 2006. He was the first BNI franchisee for BNI India. The region that he started along with his partners now has 2,300 members. Mac was also able to buy a staffing company via a BNI referral. He grew that company and sold it after 7 years, again with a BNI referral. This gave him the freedom to focus on BNI full-time. Mac was invited to lead the BNI India operations in 2016, and after that, India has grown from 9,800 plus members to, hold your breath, 29,000 plus members, now under his leadership and guidance. In 2017, he was asked to take on the Asia-Pacific operations of BNI, and his success in leading that market led him to be promoted as the Global Markets President for BNI by August 2018. Mac was recognized as an international achiever at the Indian Consulate in Dubai for his outstanding contribution to foster entrepreneurial growth. He was also named the Startup Scale-Up Guru by the National Achievers Congress. Mac currently lives in Singapore. He loves to travel across the world, watch movies, read books, and enjoy spending time with his kids. He's also, by the way, a firewalker, a bungee jumper, and a skydiver. Mac's passion is to help others achieve goals that they would normally think is impossible. He believes that with the right network, even the impossible can become possible. His vision is to impact over 1 million entrepreneurs, grow and transform their business by December 2028. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm BNI One Mumbai welcome to our very own Mahesh Mac Srinivasan.
Thank you, Ali. Good morning, BNI. Good morning.
All yours, Mac.
First of all, we should be really thanking Ivan and Beth for making this trip all the way from the US to here. Do you know, I get so many requests for Ivan to come and visit their country. We have 73 countries and growing. And every time a national director would send an email, please, we want Ivan over there. And so we are really blessed that, Ivan picks maybe 2 or 3 countries to go visit every year. Okay, and I think we are really blessed that we have had Ivan now the 3rd visit to India. And, I was talking at a chapter meeting this morning that, to have him here with us in Mumbai is a real blessing to all of us. So thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Beth, for coming. And hope you have a fantastic journey across India. It's really an incredible country, and you're going to learn more and more as we go. I also want to, before I start my speech, I do want to thank Bianca over here, is from France. She's an executive director from France. And I also want to thank Pablo here and his colleague there. Hi, welcome. These are executive directors. In the last month, I have been traveling to these countries, to France and to Spain. And when I told Pablo one of the evenings, and the member said, man, if you want to grow fast, you need to get to Mumbai. You need to come here. And they did not even think. Within 3 days, he messaged me saying, look, I got my tickets. Same thing with Bianca. So that's what I call leadership, taking action and not just thinking. So I really thank both of you. I thank Dan for being here. Dan, he's like the national director of the 4th largest country, USA. He's taking care of the core operations of the USA. So Dan, thank you for coming here. And our very own Jonathan from Singapore, he's been my right-hand man in Singapore. After 3 years of negative growth in Singapore, he's been instrumental in helping me turn the tide around. So thank you for you coming, Jonathan. And thanks, Atul, for all your support for India and Hemu. Thanks, Atul. Thank you. And Hemu, I don't know what I'll do without you, the Don here. I have to get permission. He's like the mafia Don. I have to take permission before I come into Mumbai. All right. So we all know we always start all our meetings with our co-values. How many of you know this, co-values? Okay, can I get a mic? Can I pass a mic? Because I'm going to have two of you share one of the core values that is close to your heart. So let's pick somebody here. Somebody raised your hand. Now nobody's raising your hand. Okay, there. Huzaifa. While the mic goes to Huzaifa, let me tell you a story about Huzaifa. The chapter started as a Hall of Fame chapter, and then soon they had challenges. I'm sure some of your chapters go through those challenges. But that guy kept persistently sending me messages that that chapter will grow past 36. And now you're 36 members and above?
37.
37. And so possibly tomorrow I'll visit your chapter. Inshallah. Yeah. So go ahead. Tell me one of the core values that's close to your heart.
So the core value that I love is building relationships, because it's all because of the relationships that you are being valued, and everything happens in and around relationships. Yes, that's all.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you
How
so
about
much.
one more share? This time from a woman entrepreneur. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Givers Gain. Tell us about Givers Gain. 1 second, let the mic come over to you. And please, whenever you're called to speak, your name, your category, and maybe your chapter name.
So I am Dr. Ritu Petkar Palwe. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist, and I'm from the Queen's chapter.
Wow.
Okay, and for me, how this Givers Gain philosophy worked is a very small example. An old friend of mine called me for a function where she was dancing, and I thought, no one is going, what will I go and do there, sacrificing my OPD? So, but still, this kept on lingering somewhere in my mind, Givers Gain. I should give something, she was asked. And I went there, and I got lots of visibility and few celebrity clients who had come for her show, and they went on to come for a consultation for me. That was
Wonderful.
Really great. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's give both of them a big hand. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. So what I did here today is an example of what you need to be doing in your chapter meetings, and whenever you run a DCRT or a readership roundtable, make sure your members are starting to share what is passionate, what is one of the core values that they're passionate about. Because the more we hear these core values, we all get into alignment and we all make magic happen. So guys, we are now 60,000 members across the world, and this is how many times people ask me, where are we like geographically located? We are 70,000 plus in Asia Pacific, 84,000 in Europe, 86 in North America, Latin America is about 12,000, and Middle East and Africa is about 6,000 plus members across. It has taken us over 30 years to get to about 250,000. But you know my vision. How many of you know our 10-year vision? What is our 10-year vision? Our vision in the next 10 years, the next decade, we want to multiply that by 4 times. Can we do that? Yes, which means that what should Mumbai be in, if we have to multiply this in 10 years, what should Mumbai be? How much of this, how much do you want of this? 14,000? Okay, let's see where Mumbai is going to get. So when we are, by December 2028, this is how the map, I envision that we would be. We'll be about 400,000 in Asia Pacific, of which Atul has promised me that we're going to be around 100,000 members in India. Would that be fantastic? 100,000 members, 1 lakh members in India means we're going to be impacting over 10 lakh lives. Okay? And Mumbai is going to be a huge part of it. I'm going to be sharing some of that in my story coming up. So big congratulations to you. Look at this, 1,192 members in the last, and 20 chapters in the past 24 months. Give yourselves a big hand. I need to be learning from you. We all need to be learning from you. And our goal, like Atul was talking about, we are visioning that by end of 2020, we'll be 5,000 members. Guys, 5,000 members, right now, even now at 3,500 members, let me go over another slide here. At 3,500 members, you are already the 15th country in the world, right? Guys, you should be, you're bigger than Malaysia, you're bigger than Taiwan, China, you're bigger than Spain, SLC, Vietnam, Netherlands, South Africa. Guys, you are just rocking, right? And this didn't happen. When I took on Mumbai, it was just about 1,700 members. And now Hemu is the country head for the 15th largest country in the world. So Hemu, hats off to you. How did this happen? I remember sitting in Bangalore. I was, many of you may or may not know, I was executive director for Bangalore. I was the first region to take on, outside of Mumbai. And I was sitting around the time, January 2016, I was asked to take on the national leadership. October 2016 was around the Diwali festival time. I was just sitting and I was watching I have a dashboard in my office. And I encourage, if you're a business owner, always have dashboards in your office, something that's visibly telling numbers to you. Because whenever you have a dashboard for your business, whatever the parameters you're monitoring, those numbers will start speaking to you. You'll be doing your work and suddenly one of those numbers will say, hey, look, that particular region has got a retention of only 45. Why? What should we do for that region? Okay, or for that particular parameter. So I was sitting there and watching. I saw that Bangalore was 1,900 members and Mumbai was 1,700 members at that point, October 2016. How many of you remember the WhatsApp message I sent out to the Mumbai team? I sent out on the DC group saying, hey guys, Mumbai is the oldest region. How can you allow my region to beat you? How many of you want to step up and take up the challenge? And I love Mumbai because they love challenges. Mumbai is a tough city to even survive, and I really appreciate each of you. You have a winning attitude among all the cities that I have seen, and I do have EDs from other cities. I think you guys have to say Mumbai has got a special sauce in them, amazing sauce. Because guys, by March of 2017, Mumbai was 2,100 members, and Bangalore was still at 1,950 at that point. And if you take a look at it, by August, there were 2,300 members. They had already added 527, and there was no looking back. By August 2018, they had 2,800 members, and now July, yesterday's statistics, 3,537, 719 members they have added. Bangalore added only 12 in that same time period. Okay? That shows the passion that we have in Mumbai. The passion that we have in Mumbai. And like Atul said, should we be satisfied with it? No, not at all. How many millions of people that need to get an environment like BNI to grow their business? It's our duty to take BNI and share with the world, right? BNI, I'm telling you, when you get into BNI, you join for referrals, but BNI brings you so much more than just referrals. You have relationships, you have friends. BNI, I say that the bigger the network you build, you're able to manifest whatever you want, and I'll share some stories after that about that. So how did this happen? This happened because of our Don and our 5 mini Dons that are taking care of the 5 regions of Mumbai. So can I have the 5 of them stand up or 6 of them stand up? Don and the mini Dons. Yeah. These guys monitor the time I touch down. So give them a big hand. Give them a big hand. Mumbai had challenges when we took on the DCs. Many of you who were there at that point in time, even the DCs did not have an opportunity to share referrals. It was not like one Mumbai like we have today. Do you agree? We made some tough decisions. Along the way, we made tough decisions, and that is something I want to share with you. As a leader of your business, sometimes you have to take tough decisions. Sometimes you have to do the things that you have not done before to achieve the things that you're going to be able to achieve later. Okay, so I thank Hemu for his leadership because he stuck through it. Hemu's like the duck on the water, right? He's like very calm, but underneath he's like absolutely paddling. And his 5 little fingers are these 5 downs here, helping the whole region move. So outside Hemu is like a cucumber, but I really appreciate your leadership, Hemu. So here we go. In Mumbai Northeast, this region was not even, we had so much politics in that region. And guys, this is another tip I want to give you. If you have politics in your chapter, please nip it in the bud. Whenever you say, look, why did that person become a leadership? Why did he get president? I did not get president, blah, blah, blah. You need to nip it right there, then and there. We are here to help each other on true givers gain mode. And whenever there's drama in your chapter, all of you have drama in your chapter? maybe you don't have it here, but I used to have a lot of drama in Bangalore. Okay, but whenever the drama happens in your chapter, you focus back on the vision. Hey guys, 5 years from now, will this really matter? 10 years from now, will this really matter? Let's focus on the referrals. Let this one term be run by that person. Okay, we need to give each other a chance. So whenever there's drama, nip it in the bud, because otherwise your chapter will suffer. Okay, so Mumbai Northeast region, they added 91 members in the last 12 months. 98 members in the last 12 months. Mumbai East region was one of our weakest regions when I came. So Mumbai East region, can these guys stand up? Our DC team from Mumbai East, please stand up quickly. Awesome. They were the weakest. Mumbai Northeast, Mumbai East. There were members from the West region that went and supported that. So I really appreciate what you did to support the other part of Mumbai. And then after that, we had the Mumbai South, the Dons. These are the real Dons. I went to a coffee shop once with them, and then they made me change the whole. Stand up, mini Dons, all you guys. Amazing. Each one of these regions have got a different culture. If you go to the chapters, they have a different culture. So that coffee shop meeting we had 2 years ago actually literally gave me the inputs to change some of the leadership later on. So thank you for guiding me on that piece. And Mumbai Northwest DNA team, where are you guys? Give them a big hand. Wonderful. Mumbai Northwest added 74 members in the last 12 months, and you added 3 new chapters. Mumbai South, sorry, I forgot to mention, but you had 164 members. Yeah? And so fantastic. And this is our largest country. You know, in Mumbai, you have another mini country. Mumbai West, where are you? Please stand up. Wow. Wow. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for setting the pace for us to take it across Mumbai and take it across the world. So this whole team, I'm really, really proud. I cannot, say this whole DNA team that we have. And yesterday we had a chance to meet Dr. Ivan Meisner, and we took a photograph of all our trainers and also this amazing Dawn team that we have over here. So give yourselves a big hand. I know that we have done training. So how did this happen? It happened because of the 2 T's. In Mumbai, the only way we got it was, and this is something I wanted to put into your mind, the only way we grew Mumbai and the way we're growing across the world now is the 2 T's. One is trainings. Trainings. In Mumbai, we have trained in the last 12 months 9,286 people. Okay? That's amazing. We have conducted 176 trainings. The average, each member average is at least 3 trainings a month. It's amazing. 2.65 it comes. So we are doing around 15 trainings a month in Mumbai, and I cannot thank enough our back-end support team. I'm not sure if you're here, probably you're outside, Roshan and your team here. To run 15 trainings a month is like a miracle. There you are, Roshan, and your team, the 4 or 5 people that you have. So guys, the second T in that, one is training, the second thing is the teams. Without a team, you cannot run your chapter, you cannot run a region. So it's all about people, and this is a people business. But it's not all about business, it's also how to have fun. How many of you participated in the cricket match or at least went and attended a view? Wasn't that amazing? You guys had live performance, you had broadcasted live, you had commentators, almost it was like a real thing. And I was watching from across the world and said, wow, I wish I was there, I wish I was there. And I think one of these events I did come, and it's so much energy. Do you know that the cricket event attracts more members than Mumbai Members Day? So I'm thinking next time we should be at the cricket field. And that is good. It's good that we have the social, and nearly the whole region participates in that. And they have fun. They even had a full-time physio person over there. It was a big blast. And so now, guys, we are in the game now. Okay, we already beat a few countries. But this is my vision. In the next 2 years, why don't we at least reach 6? By end of 2020, we will be 5,000 members. Is it possible by end of 2021 that we'll be 6,000 members? If we are over 6,000 members, guys, we can beat Canada, Brazil, Mexico, mainland China, and Spain. Why don't we do that? I have the ED of Spain here. Will you allow me to do that? I need some competition here. Because I'm very competitive. I know that in UK, when I was running India, my first target was UK. They were like ahead of us. Then we beat UK. And then it was France. Bianca? France, you guys were ahead of us, right? We were saying, "Man." And then we beat them. And then I made 5 regions in here in Mumbai, and I said, Hemu, we need to compete with the other ED on the same terms. At that time, Atul, forgive me, but you were way ahead of us, right? And I said, Hemu, guys, they are the #1 region, and we need to beat them. But do not beat them with just 10, 15 members. We beat them so far that the tail lights, they should be like, and that's what, that's the magic. And now Hemu's back, and now, you know what? We now have Ahmedabad yesterday that they launched a chapter of 75. So again, we are #2, but Hemu, you have a new challenge. But that's what leadership, and this is to have fun, okay? Dons and mini dons, you have a new challenge. But that's how we have to compete. It's a friendly competition. And I'm so happy that Ahmedabad, just by about a few members, they are ahead of Mumbai now, by about 50 members because they launched a 75-member chapter. How many new chapters are going to launch now, guys? How many core groups we have already in Mumbai? How many core groups you have? 8 core groups. Do you think we can again get back and have Ahmedabad look at our tail lights? In a distance, not close by. Okay. So just like you have a 2-second rule for, bumper to bumper, this should be almost like a 15 or 20-second rule between bumper and bumper. All right. So this is another thing. There are 2 visions. The first vision is, what is our first vision? To get to 6,000 members by 2021. Again, by 6,000 members by? Can I have you all repeat it? 6,000 members by? What are we going to do by 2021? Awesome. And we are going to keep that goal because what we want to do, we want to beat Canada. We want to beat Brazil, Mexico, mainland China. I am not sure about that, but guys, I am also in charge of mainland China, so be careful. And Spain. All right. Now, the second vision I have, is when we took on India, there was hardly any chapters doing $1 million. Now, when I went to the US, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, $1 million chapter is what you do the whole year, right? They give them an award. Ivan Meisner gives an award. Hey, $1 million chapter. And I came back to India and I said, guys, we need to be $1 million chapter. But I didn't tell them the duration. I said, $1 million a month. We have to be $1 million a month or 7 crores. And we started messaging that. We started the first $1 million a month chapter happened. Okay? And then another one, another one. Today, this is from June statistics, not July. The month just closed. But we have $25 million a month chapters. Give yourselves a big hand on that. That's amazing. $25 million a month chapters. But this is my vision #2 for Mumbai. How many of those 25 are on the, Mumbai is on the list over there? Is that good enough for Mumbai? Is it good enough? Can we have at least $10 million chapters? Guys, I need a commitment from you. $10 million chapters, because no point having big numbers if you're not making money. I want you to make more money than your pocket can handle. You should be overflowing, oozing with money, because only then, when you are in abundance, is when you give back to the community. There are 3 stages in business. You have heard me. I even talked about it this morning at the chapter meeting. The first stage is a survival stage, where the month is much longer than the money you have in your pocket. You don't know how to pay your bills. You do not know how. Then comes the survival stage, and then comes the stage of abundance. I need Mumbai to be in the stage of abundance. So can we commit to having 10 such chapters by end of next year? 10 chapters, guys. Can I hear you? Mumbai, 10 chapters who are $1 million chapters. Can I hear your name? Which chapter is going to be $1 million chapter? Awesome. But now just look at the statistics here on the right-hand side. There are only 2 chapters that are around 50 or 56 that are $1 million. In order for you to be $1 million chapter, you must take your chapter above 75. So set the goal that you have to have a chapter size of above 75, and you'll be $1 million chapter. That means 7 crores. You have 70 people making 7 crores. That's at least 10 lakhs of additional income a month. That means your annual income from BNI alone is 1.2 crores or 250,000 US dollars. Is that fantastic? Each member average earning will be 250,000. So I need to have 10 such $1 million chapters. This is a photograph from Atul's region. So let's do that. Now we have a target market. Now I need to ask Hemu, how am I doing on time? Do I have another 3-4 minutes? Guys? I do? So in order to be $1 million chapter, we need to know exactly what our target market is. If you do not know what your target market is, you will never become $1 million, even in BNI, okay? Don't just come to the meeting for a social. We are not a social. We are first a business house. We are here to make sure you're earning an income. It is my responsibility as the national director or the global markets president to make sure you make money. So first, identify your target market. Second, I call it microscope versus telescope. In the microscope version of it, you're going to focus on your chapter. You're going to start off with all the people that you know. Then your friends and families are going to be giving your referrals. Then comes your chapter. You need to identify your contact spheres. But the end goal is, you may have power teams, but the end goal is to find that 1 or 2 people in your chapter, like a microscope, that is what I call CPR. They're able to give you referrals, which is consistent, reciprocal, and repetitive. Okay? Just remember, when you're doing a microscope, you're doing CPR. Repeat it. When you're doing microscope, you're doing CPR. You have to find that 1 person or 2 person who's able to give you consistent, reciprocal, and repetitive. All right, let's go. When you go in the telescope, you need to now look at, now I'm getting this 1 guy or 2 people in my chapter. Now let me look at the world outside. I call it telescope. You start focusing, okay, what can I do? Can I go to my other trainings? Can I make more connections with other chapters? Can I make connections? Guys, don't forget your alumni. The people that left your chapter, no, they are good people. Just because they left your chapter, that means they're not bad people, they're good people. Please keep in connection with them because they will continue to give you referrals. So I consider you, your chapter's network, your alumni's network, across chapter, across the cities, across the country, network, go there, attend other events and across the world. But what I'm noticing is also the vertical domains. I have a dentist group on WhatsApp. How many of you dentists here are on that WhatsApp group? It's amazing. If you're on that WhatsApp group and if you have a client, one of your clients is sick in a different city, immediately another BNI doctor attends to it. How many of you are already part of the jewelry group here? Let me hear you. I can't hear you guys. Make some noise. Yeah, so you have many of you. I also know that we have a real estate WhatsApp group. So we are having vertical specialization groups. And finally, throw your net as far as and wide as possible when you're doing the telescope. Because there are 2 animals I normally compare. One is a lion and one is a spider. The lion has to hunt every day to survive. It has to run faster than the animal who's running ahead of it, hunting. Whereas if you take patiently, build your network in your chapter, food will come to you. It will be residual in nature. And that's what our goal is. And finally, I just want to wrap up with this one video that I have from somebody that you might already know.
It had never occurred to me that I would have 2 marriages and will enjoy both of them. The first one is with my wife Ragini. The second one was to BNI 14 years ago and is still going strong. Surprisingly, my wife is pretty happy with my second marriage. Hi, my name is Pulindani and I am a member of BNI's Alpha chapter in Mumbai, India. In my chapter, I am BNI's Chaiwala. Since 1997, my company Plus Beverages has been manufacturing and exporting 100% natural plus instant tea and coffee as well as their vending machines. Currently, around 45% of my business comes through BNI referrals. I would like to share with you a turning point in my business life. Through Mr. Manoj Patil of BNI Goa, I got connected to the Defence Minister of India, to whom I gave a live demo of 13 out of my 60 products, after which he signed a contract with Plus Beverages. This single referral would amplify my business by approximately 350 to 400%. Whether it is an annual event or a sports event or a social, I have always loved to serve our beverages to my fellow BNI members at my stalls and have received lots of visibilities, credibilities and profitabilities. I have also sponsored BNI global conventions in the United States as well as served at a BNI annual event at Vietnam and several cities of India. My vision is simple. In every city of every country where BNI exists, I want a brand presence. I would like to have a BNI channel partner. What has taken me 22 years to build this empire will take them only 22 months to replicate. Friends, follow the BNI basics and make your life plus plus.
Is Pulin in the room? There he is. Pulin, please come here. It is because of him that I'm in BNI, guys. I was invited to a BNI meeting in Alpha Chapter years ago, 14 years ago. I saw a coffee and tea vending machine guy pass a referral to an IT networking guy. I said, how come a chai wala can pass to IT, right? And that's what inspired me. Thank you, Pulin, for inspiring me to be part of BNI, and thank you for making this wonderful video. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. And thank you for really taking India to the world in terms of chai. Thanks. Yeah. So with that, I'm going to be almost wrapping up. This is the scope of India as it is today, what you had talked about, Atul. But India is only the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg, guys. 50,000 is done, 100,000 is done. Because when we start actually, we are very much, it's the way I see India now is if you take a small tennis ball or even a golf ball and put it on top of the tip of the iceberg, that's all we have penetrated India. Because in the future, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years of India, we are going to be like this. These are all the BNI cities in the future, all across India, the small cities, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities. Imagine you're going to be having chapters in Marathi, in Kannada, in Urdu, in whatever language. We will figure out how to, we have big problems to solve, okay? And there are going to be leaders from this very same room that's going to go to a small village somewhere else in Maharashtra and open a few new chapters, just like how my Raipur ED did, you know. Stand up, Rajesh. Rajesh went to a city that he did not, there was no BNI. He was not even part of that city. He moved. He went in full trust. And now how many chapters do you have there, Rajesh? 7 chapters. How many members? 350 members. So give him a big hand. That's the type of people I need from this room. I need leaders to step out, break barriers, and get out of the complacency, because we have a bigger purpose in hand. We want to create lifestyles. We want to leave behind legacies that are important for us. And I know that we're looking for something from Pavan to come on stage, but while Pavan gets that to me on stage, I'll just share with you a story of Egypt. Some of you heard my Egypt story before. I didn't share with you. I've shared it across the world, but not shared with you, but let me take a few minutes to share it. A few years ago, 2003, I moved to India. I got stuck in an elevator coming back in the night shift. I got really scared. And that led me to something called claustrophobia, fear of closed spaces. Some of you have experienced claustrophobia? Okay, so it took me some while with NLP techniques to get over that claustrophobia. So that's history. About 5-6 years ago, I had a chance to go to Egypt. I was in something called the Soul Journey. I was not gone for a vacation, but I was gone with some of my friends for a soul journey. Okay, we were introspecting and learning how to be better leaders. I had a chance to go to the Giza pyramids. Has anybody been to the Giza pyramids? You have, ma'am. Ma'am, can you tell me, have you been inside? No. Has anybody walked inside the pyramid? Here. Oh, wow. We have 750 people in the room and none of you have gone to Giza pyramid. Mayank, where are you? Mayank, the travel agent. There you are. Can you please take all these guys to the Giza pyramid next time, our travel agent? Yeah. Okay, because when you enter the Giza pyramid, it's very short. It's about 4.5 feet. It's a square. And the moment I started walking in, the fear triggered back in me. All my friends walked in, no problem. And I stepped back. The guide who was taking us said, why are you not going in? I said, oh, too many steps. I don't want to go. I was giving all silly excuses. And then what happened was almost like a miracle, I would say. There was a large Arabic guard wearing a brown tunic. And as I was stepping back, I feel on my shoulder, there are 2 arms on my shoulder. And he started pushing me here. And I can't talk his language and he can't talk mine. So I was wondering what this guy is doing, right? And then all he did was he turned me around. He made me hold the railing and he started helping me walk backward. So imagine what happened. One side, when I'm looking down, it was a problem I had. But by that one act that he did, by switching the perspective, I was looking at the light when I was walking down. And I walked down. It was more than maybe 80 steps and I didn't even feel it because I was only looking at the light. And when I came down, what happened was, There was no fear coming down because I was looking at the light and not the problem. So each of you, as business owners, will be facing problems. You'll be having fear. You cannot be in business if you don't have fear. But there'll be somebody here in this, today you'll learn something, or you will learn from another colleague that will switch that perspective. That person could be the Arabic guard. I'm so thankful to that Arabic guard for switching my perspective on the problem, because I would have spent so much of money going there, and if I had not gone into that, even today I'll be regretting. Of course, when I went down, there's a large hallway. None of my friends were there. A different type of fear kicked in. But I went on their voices. You have to go up another set of staircase to enter the king's chamber. And in the king's chamber, I actually saw the tomb where the king is. It is an experience. So as business owners, please, the person who's going to guide you can come from any quarters. It can come from somebody on stage. It can come from your neighbor. It could come from somebody who's not even in BNI. Please keep an open mind and have fun. With that, I would like to have Hemu come on stage. I just want to thank. Pavan is not there. Pavan is here. Hemu, can you please come on stage? And Yagna, please come. Without this guy, I would not have been able to build Bombay as it is. So thank you. Thank you, Pavan and Yagna. So this is what I say, the true dawn. Pavan, please come over here quick. We don't have time. We're done. Run. Pavan is like a miracle guy. He makes miracles happen for me. So this guy is the true dawn for us.
Whoa.
Oh. Thank you. Pavan. Thank you, man. Actually, I have to personally thank Yagna, okay? Because she has allowed Hemu to go do what he needs to do. And I know that you personally went through health challenges. And Hemu, I know that you've been a phenomenal support to her and to the region. So thank you both. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mac. Really appreciate it.
This is what true leadership is about. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful event. Be back on the stage. No, keep it that topi. So, special thanks to our Mumbai team, Team Mumbai, the back end guys, and of course, thank you.
Hemu would like to present a small token of appreciation to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I love you, man. Thank you.